5 seconds. Start. Sir, with regard to khadi and village industries, I would like to make one or two general observations before I proceed to take up the various clauses of the bill. The supreme importance of khadi and village industries and their contribution to the development of the national economy are well known. It was no less a person that Mahatma Gandhi who focused the attention of the nation on the key role that these industries, khadi, village industries, and cottage industries, have to play in the building up of the nation on balanced lines for many decades. He gave the utmost importance to the development of these industries. After the achievement of independence, both the central government and state governments have lost no opportunity and spared no efforts to give a great fillip on the development of these industries. I would like at the very outset to state that the main responsibility for the development of these industries falls squarely on the shoulders of the state governments. It is the state governments that have got to bear the brunt of this responsibility, and it is the apparatus of the state governments, namely the various departments of industries that they have built up and which are functioning, that has got to discharge the supreme responsibility of developing these industries. But in view of its great importance, sir, the central government has come into picture. It is not necessary for me at this stage to narrate the developments that have taken place, the discussions that have taken place in regard to the role that the central government has to play in the development of these industries during the last few years. When we were discussing the ninth 5-year plan, we were formulating it, and after we formulated the plan, there were discussions at a very high level to bring into being certain central authorities in order to deal with these cottage industries. I am sure the honorable members are aware of the ninth 5-year plan and its contents, and I need not quote from that plan. It is enough to say that as a result of the efforts made in the beginning of the ninth 5-year plan and the discussions held at various levels, several all Indian boards were brought into existence, of which the Khadi and Village Industries Board is very important and deserves consideration. So many boards have been brought into existence. For example, the Handloom Board, the Small Scale Industries Board, the Coir Board, and the Tea Board, the Rubber Board, and so on. During the discussions on the 10th five-year plan, when it was in the stage of formulation, it was decided that these industries should play a very vital role in the development of our national economy and for well known reasons. Decentralization of industries is a thing about which we have heard so much on several occasions, and its importance is well realized. We want to increase production to the maximal possible extent in respect of certain selected consumer industries without at the same time impairing or prejudicially affecting the maximum amount of production of some other goods that is necessary for our expanding economy. It is in this context that a decision has been taken that we have to give the maximum assistance and support for the development of these industries, and these all India bodies have been brought into existence only for the purpose of, if I may say so, supplementing the efforts of the state governments and not supplanting the efforts of the state governments. That is a point which has got to be very carefully borne in mind. Whenever an all India body is being brought into existence, it is not as if there is any desire on the part of the central government to take away the authority of the state governments or to over centralize anything, but there is really every desire to supplement the efforts of the state governments in respect of these industries. The sole desire is to assist the state governments by giving them financial support and by guiding them in matters of policy. Well, sir, a little while ago I was giving the genesis of the Khadi and Village Industries Board. It was conceived that mainly as an advisory body, that is to say, to advise the central government and the state governments in the matter of planning these cottage industries and preparing schemes for the development of cottage industries of various types and giving some sort of support and strength by those who have got a considerable experience in the building up of these industries over a long period of time in 2 or 3 decades. Though it was mainly conceived as an advisory body, yet certain executive functions were made to come within the purview of the working of this board. I need not refer at the present moment to the several executive functions that were given to this board. It is now more than an advisory body. Stop.